Hello, I'm Juliana, a U.S. immigration consultant with Siam Legal. If you're planning to apply for a U.S. visa, you probably already know that the process can be complex and time-sensitive. Even small mistakes can lead to delays or rejections, which are frustrating and costly. So in today's video, we'll help you avoid these pitfalls by discussing common mistakes applicants make during the U.S. visa application process, how to avoid delays and rejections, tips on how to prepare a successful application, and how to ensure all of your documents are ready to go. Stay tuned to learn how to submit a successful U.S. visa application. Applying for a U.S. visa can feel overwhelming, and it's easy to make mistakes if you're doing it alone. Here are some of the most common errors we see in U.S. visa applications. Applying for the wrong visa. Each visa type has unique requirements. For instance, applying for a tourist visa when you intend to travel to the U.S. to marry an American citizen may be viewed as misrepresentation and result in your visa being denied. Providing inaccurate or inconsistent information. You must ensure all information provided on your forms, in supporting documents, and during your interview is truthful and consistent. Mistakes in your application, such as typos, incorrect passport details, or blank fields, can be serious. False or misleading information, whether intentional or not, can lead to an immediate denial and a permanent ban from entering the U.S. Submitting incomplete or missing evidence. A frequent mistake is failing to provide sufficient documentation to support your visa application. For example, a tourist visa application must include proof of strong ties to Thailand, while a fiancé visa requires evidence that your relationship is genuine. Without complete and relevant evidence, your application is likely to be delayed or denied. Poor interview preparation. During the interview stage, you will be asked questions about your application and expected to provide evidence to support each claim. If you are underprepared for the interview, the consular officer may request more evidence or refuse to grant the visa. Poor visa history. Past visa denials, overstays, or a lack of international travel history may harm your application. Be prepared to explain past issues clearly and provide evidence to support your statement. Missing deadline. Some stages of the application process, like scheduling your visa interview, completing biometrics and the medical exam, or responding to requests for additional evidence, are time sensitive. Failing to submit your application on time or too close to the deadline can increase the risk of processing errors or outright denials. Avoiding delays and rejections to your visa application comes down to proper planning and attention to detail. Here are some practical ways to keep your application on track. Review your forms carefully. Double-check all fields on your forms for accuracy. Critical details like passport numbers, dates, and personal information must match your supporting documents. Provide strong supporting evidence. Include all required documents for your visa type. For a tourist visa, you will need proof of your intention to return to Thailand. You may use evidence like employment letters, family obligations, or business ownership. For fiancé and marriage visas, you'll need evidence of your relationship with an American partner, including photos, travel records, and communication logs. Avoid procrastinating. Start your application early and schedule your visa interview as soon as possible. Appointment slots can fill quickly. Be transparent and truthful. Always provide accurate information. If you don't understand a question during the visa interview, you can ask the officer to repeat or rephrase it. If you still don't know an answer, it's better to be honest and say, "I don't know," than make up a response. Follow the embassy's guidelines. Regularly check the official website of the U.S. Embassy in Thailand for updates on document requirements and interview procedures. Being prepared for biometrics, security checks, and other steps will save you time on the interview day. Preparing a convincing U.S. visa application requires attention to detail and thorough planning. A well-organized application not only makes a positive impression, but also reduces the risk of delays or rejections. By following these tips, you can ensure your application is clear, concise, and meets all requirements. Gather your evidence. Start gathering your supporting documents well before you plan to submit your application. This will give you time to make sure you have all the required documents and don't leave anything out. Give concise responses. Whether on your forms or during the interview, your answers should be straightforward and truthful. Avoid giving unnecessary details that could complicate your case, while including all key information. Stick to the essentials and provide a clear explanation of their significance. Proofread your submission. Spelling errors, inconsistent dates, or typos can undermine your application. Carefully review all forms and documents before you submit them. Properly preparing your documents can help make the interview process less stressful. Follow these tips to make sure your documents are ready to go. Use a personalized checklist. The official websites of the U.S. Embassy and Consulate in Thailand and U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, USCIS, provide document checklists for each form and visa type. Double-check that you have included all the required forms and evidence before submitting your application and attending the interview appointment. Translate and notarize required documents. Some documents may require professional English language translations and/or notarizations to meet U.S. Embassy and U.S. USCIS guidelines. You can check the embassy and USCIS websites to find out more. Check your passport and photos. Make sure your passport is valid for at least 6 months beyond your intended stay in the US, and that your visa photos meet the embassy's specifications for size, background, and clarity. Group by category. Organize your documents into clear categories, such as identification, financial records, evidence of ties to Thailand or relationship proof, and other documents. Use folders or binders with labeled sections for easy access. Today we discussed some common mistakes to avoid on a US visa application and some tips to give you the best chance of success. But if you still need assistance, our expert US immigration consultants at Siam Legal can guide you through every step of your journey, from completing forms to acing your interview. Whether you're applying for a tourist visa, a fiancé visa, or a green card, we're here to help make your American dreams a reality. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more visa tips and updates. I'm Juliana from Siam Legal. Thanks for watching and we'll see you next time.